Yo, what is going on? Welcome to another video here where I'm going to recap what happened today in the first set of playing games, starting with the Indiana Pacers versus Charlotte Hornets, and then moving to Boston versus versus Washington. So before I get into this, if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. So please go ahead and do that. Also, I don't have any notes. I got the box scores pulled up just in case I need to know specifics. But starting with the first game, this one was bad. It was good. I enjoyed watching it, but it was bad for the Hornets. Like just from the start, you knew that Indiana was going to win. I think the first score I remember is 20-7. They were never trailing in this game. They led the first quarter 40-24. They were up at halftime 69-45. Like the only quarter they lost was the fourth. That's when all their bench players were playing. Even then, it was only by 3. This game was bad. Doug McDermott popped off from the beginning, as I'm sure you all know. Went 4 from 6 from 3, 7 to 9 from the field total for 21 points. I think 16 of that came in the first quarter, 20 at half, and then he made a free throw in the second, at least I believe. Not entirely certain. But Domantas Sabonis, with 1 assist away of a triple-double, because he would have gotten it if the Hornets weren't as bad, but 21 rebounds. And then 9 assists, steal, block, and 14 points. And then, as I'm sure you all know, and you're just waiting for me to get to him, is O'Shea Brissett, I think, or O'Shea Brissett. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers. Absolutely amazing work from him. Brogdon, 16 points, 8 assists. Well done by them. And then the bench, TJ McConnell with 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. Goga Bitadze, 14 points, 10 rebounds. Indiana just looked dominant. They looked outstanding. Like that game, comparatively, these games were so different. Like in the Hornets and Pacers game, you see a basket made nearly every possession. Like Indiana just didn't miss. Like it was insane. Whereas with the Washington and Boston game, there was a whole lot of missing. But yeah, so Indiana moves on with a 27-point win versus Charlotte. Even without Karis LeVert, I hope he's doing well. But some stars for Charlotte: Miles Bridges, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Terry Rozier was 16 and 8. LaMelo had 14 and 4 in his first game. But yeah, their shooting was just terrible. Like their starters made a combined. They went a combined 6. So they went a combined 6 of 25 from 3. The entire team went 12 of 40. It's 30%, which could be worse. I mean, could be the Wizards. But yeah, Indiana went 16 of 35. Like, if you were to combine McDermott and Brogdon, they already made more threes than the entire Charlotte starting 5. Then if you were just to look at the Pacers starting 5, which was really only their starting 4 of their starters, Sabonis didn't hit a 3. But they already made more than Charlotte did. The Indiana starting 5 made 13 threes. Charlotte 12. Not Charlotte starting 5. Charlotte made 12. Indiana did make a combined 16. They went 16 of 35 for a 45.7% percent from 3. They shot very well from the free throw line, shooting 80%. And well from the field, 55.2%. So just a great job by Indiana. Their defense was amazing. As they will go on and play the Washington Wizards in the second round, which getting to their game, They did end up losing 100 to 118, as Boston just had a great second half. Like their second half was just amazing. I think that's a plus 20 second half, which yeah, that makes sense because they were down 2 going into it. But yeah, they started off like this game started off slow. It started off real slow, especially after watching Indiana just pop off in the first quarter. This game started off really slow. First quarter ended up being 21-27 in favor of Boston. But yeah, Tatum, star of the night, obviously. Like 50 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks. Like he just absolutely amazing. 17 of 17 from the free throw line. He made 4 more free throws than he did field goals. So he went 14 of 32 from the field, 5 of 12 from 3 for 50 points. Kemba Walker had a nice night, scoring 29 points, 10 of 24 from the field, 6 of 14 from 3, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He also had 7 rebounds and 2 assists, along with 2 steals. Off the bench, there wasn't really any scoring. The scoring did come off the bench from Tristan Thompson, as he ended up with 12 points and 12 rebounds, so great job by him. But yeah, Nesmith played some nice minutes in there. Outside of that, it was really the starters playing. Like, I mean, Thompson did play more than Robert Williams did, and I'll get to him in a second. But yeah, like their starters outside of Williams played 34 minutes plus. Thompson played 30 minutes. Then Nesmith and Williams played 14. Then the next closest was 8, and then 5, 4, and then 3 twos. Oh, and Langford played 14. I missed that. But yeah, great job by the Celtics, at least in the second half. They played fine in the first half, but nothing phenomenal. Westbrook looked horrible. Like he looked not horrible, but way off. Like he did not look like Westbrook. Like he didn't play with the aggression. We saw it in spurts. Like he had 2 great plays, and then outside of that, nothing. He did come away with 20 points and 14 rebounds, but just not. He went 0 for 4 from 3, which is only matched by Davis Bertans' 0 of 7. I did mention they made 3 threes. He went 3 of 21, which equals a 14.3% from 3. They shot well from the free throw line. They went 17 of 20. Granted, Jason Tatum made as many from the line as they did. But their field goals just were 43.5% is just atrocious. Beal, dealing with the hamstring injury, did well. 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. So nothing really bad there. But yeah, just their bench. Ish Smith played very well. He was probably overall the best Wizards player, at least in terms of like expectations. Coming in from like he overperformed. Went 6 of 8 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Had 8 rebounds and 3 assists, so 17 points with that. Gafford looked good too. He did have to sit out early due to the 3 fouls, but had 12 points, 6 of 7 from the field. I think that was his first quarter stats, but yeah, so the Boston Celtics, I think, in case you didn't know this, are royally screwed against the Nets. Because Robert Williams did not come back after he left the game. Marcus Smart did not look good. Like his injury didn't look promising. Like it did. He did come back, but it looks something similar to what LeBron James has, and I'm skeptical with that. See, if they're dealing without like 2 of their best defenders, we got a problem. Because like Boston, like I'm a Celtics fan, we got a problem. If those injuries are anything serious, I think Williams might be. Which I don't know how we'll go about playing that. Whether we'll have someone like Langford or Nesmith start, or Ojale, or if it will be Thompson for a bigger presence. I think it'll probably be Thompson starting just to match DeAndre Jordan. But outside of that, like having Jaylen Brown, especially for this net series, he's going to be missed. He will be missed. But as for the Wizards, Westbrook left early. I actually didn't see that. Sometimes nature calls. Got to answer. And he left early, and he didn't come back, which is a little concerning, especially just the way he played. I don't know if that played a factor into why he left. But I'm a little concerned for the Wizards. But for that game, the Wizards versus the Pacers, I think a lot of people are going to jump on. One of two things is going to happen. I think one or two things. The Pacers, their hype train is going to go way up after scoring 144 points, or people are going to be more conservative, say it was a bad game from the Wizards, which it was, and it was a great game from the Pacers, which I don't know if they keep up. It's also true, and it'll be a very even match. If Westbrook and Beal play like they did today, I didn't talk about Beal. He ended up with 22. Oh no, I did talk about Beal. At least he shot 10 of 25 from the field, only 1 of 6 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. But if the Wizards team play like they did today, they're toast. They're done. I think if Westbrook plays like he did today, the Wizards are done. Like, we saw how good the Pacers played against a team that was not aggressive. Like, Charlotte did not attack the paint at all. Now, Westbrook will probably attack the paint. If he can't convert, though, then they will have problems. And Indiana is a very talented team. As we saw, like, any one of their players is capable of busting out. Like, Brissett was their leading scorer. McDermott was their second. Then their two best players, with Brogdon and Sabonis, did basically anything else that was needed. Like, this team is just very talented. TJ McConnell there too. Like, this team, like, if you are having a bad night, this Pacers team will take advantage of you. I think, like if they were at full health, they would be a very, very good team. And we would probably see them as the 7th seed, and the Celtics here are going to play. Would probably play the Wizards, but unfortunately they had injury concerns. But still, a very talented Pacers team, and I wouldn't be shocked. I think the Pacers should win. I think they will win, unless Westbrook plays like the Westbrook we know. Then the Wizards will win. I think if Westbrook doesn't play like himself, Pacers win. I feel very confident in that. As for tomorrow's games, just a quick little preview. San Antonio versus Memphis, the first game. I think this is going to be a great game. I think Memphis has the better team, but the Spurs have Pop and probably the best player in DeRozan. I know that's probably not going to be popular because people like Jaren Jackson Jr., which is fair enough. I like him too. I think DeRozan's probably the best player in this game, but it'll be interesting. I do think just Memphis as a whole is better than San Antonio, so I think they're going to go out and win. As for the second game, Golden State versus Los Angeles, your guess is as good as mine. I'm a little bit concerned with LeBron's injury. I watched a doctor talk about it, and he was concerned, which is why I'm concerned. I'm guessing they're going to start Caruso, would be my guess, to try and slow down Curry. But I don't know. The Lakers are the 5-point favorites. The Warriors, both teams are 5-0 in their last five. That's pretty. This is as hot as you can get for two teams. Uh, I think the Lakers are the better team. I think the Warriors will have the better player in this game. Like I think in the Curry at full health versus LeBron and AD not 100%. Specifically, LeBron not 100%. I would take Curry over them, but as a team, I think the Lakers are a better team, and I do think they'll go ahead and win this, though it should be an absolutely amazing game. But thank you all very much for watching. Again, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And I'll see you all tomorrow with my recap and a little bit of preview then. I'll see y'all later. Adios.